The Honourable Member for Pierre Boucher, Les Patriotes, Verchères. Mr. Speaker, when Quebec asked for more time to prepare for pot legalization, Ottawa said no. Now we know why they were in such a hurry. The cannabis industry is a liberal industry. It's the new liberal turf. If you work for the Liberals, then after, there'll be a job for you in the pot economy. When will the Liberals stop working in the interests of their friends and start working for everyone? The Honourable Minister of Health. Mr. Speaker, protecting the health and safety of Canadians is a priority for our government. Our current approach for cannabis is not working. It has allowed criminals to pocket the profits and has not succeeded in keeping pot out of the hands of children. We will provide a strict, robust legal framework for the sale, distribution of cannabis in Canada. Thank you. The Honourable Member for Rivière-du-Nord. Mr. Speaker, they don't seem to understand. They're anonymous, wealthy investors from tax havens who have invested no less than $165 million in pot production in Canada. Anonymous investors, maybe even organized crime, have financed the Liberals' grand cannabis legalization plan. Will the government ensure that this list of investors will be made public? The public has a right to it, and we demand it. The Honourable Minister of Health. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The protection of health and safety of Canadians is our government's priority. Currently, illegal markets are controlled 100% by criminals. Cannabis sold today is not regulated, it hasn't been tested, and it's oftentimes very dangerous. Under Bill C-45, there will be a robust legal framework for the sale to adults. We are taking the time to do it well. And taking too much time continues to benefit criminals and doesn't protect our young people. The Honourable Member for Joliette. Mr. Speaker, if I say Cayman Islands, Barbados, or Bermuda, you might think that I'm talking about future branches of Morneau-Chapelle. Well, I'm not. I'm talking about the source of money behind Canadian marijuana production. The Liberals at the head of pot companies financed by tax havens to supposedly counter organized crime. That sums up the grand plan of the PM. Will the Prime Minister make sure that there is total transparency regarding the ownership of marijuana companies as well as the source of their financing? The Honourable Minister of Health. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, the safety and health of Canadians is our government's priority, and that's why we brought forward C-45, which is a priority. The current approach is not working. It allows criminals to put profits in their pockets, and it does not keep it out of the hands of children. Our cannabis will create a strict legal framework for production, distribution, and sale of cannabis in Canada. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.